So I haven't talked about the Anacrusis lately, but it's gone crazy this summer. We keep playing it, and here you can see Guillaume throwing a grenade. And if you think that's like a forced perspective and there's giant feet on his head, oh no, there's a giant statue on his head. That's the mod someone made. I'll show you a clearer picture of it in a second. But the thing is, when he throws that grenade that he's throwing, that will actually throw and create a version of the giant head or the giant statue on top of his head dancing, a hologram of it. As you can see, Lance over there in the back, and Summer Lance with a duck on his head as they're sitting at a sushi bar. It's getting strange. So here you can see the full Lance statue. It's gigantic. And then that just leads us to things like this, where this is Lance is the hat on top of a character riding a corn dog. And they really like riding in corn dogs. And then there's this. There's just croissants in the game now. Yeah. So the lousy thing is you still have to request access to get access to the mod tools, because that's just the way it is right now, because we're still in a little bit of an argument with Unreal, but that's fine. They're being nice. They're being nice. It's just taking time. But so you just bug me and you can get access to it, because there's so much cool stuff going on, and we're actually hopefully this week getting some paperwork signed where we're actually giving Perforce access to one of our modders so that they can just play with anything and do anything. We've given them a bunch of access already, but now we're going to give them full access. But there's some private stuff in there. And so it's just, we're having a really, come by, discord.gg/JBombay. We're playing tonight. I think that game's already filled up. We play regularly now. Yeah. Is there a million people playing it that you can play it every single second of the day and find 8 people to play with? No. So what? It's crazy. It's weird. It's wacky. I'm still having fun with it. It just makes me laugh every single day. So this is a nice question. I'm not knocking it, but none. And I think you'll see this a lot with people who create. I don't even think about things in the past in a way. Like, I like things and they influence me and I think of them that way. But like what I want to make something new. I want to make something different. I want to make something, right? Like even the Anacrusis, people would be like, oh, well, that's very Left 4 Dead influence. Sure, there's elements of it that are, right? But I build on that and it's on to the next thing, right? And I'm already on to the next thing. And I'll be on to the next thing after that. Good thing is don't be on to just finish things. But yeah, no, I still don't think that way. Yeah. Every game had its time and its place, and it was its thing for its time and in place. And now time to make for new things, for new places and times. There is no perfect art. Never. There's no perfect painting. There's no perfect movie. There's no perfect song. There's no perfect art. And so do I want to go back and work on something that I worked on previously that is unfinished or not the way that I wish it had been? No, I don't. I want to go make new things. I want to go discover new things, because it's how I discover things about myself, is making new things. If I go back, I'm going to be trying to fix the problems of the past, and those will be different problems. Like, I'll have new problems. Like, if I solve that problem, sure, maybe, but what about the new thing that comes up when I do that? Or we'll end up in the same place, because I remember the same struggles and the same choices we have to make. Nothing is perfect. Everything is trade-offs. And sometimes those trade-offs work out great, and sometimes they don't, and you go on. But to think that I can go back and make something perfect is a fool's errand. Nothing will be perfect. I have just as much chance of whatever I make new being perfect. I can make something solo, tiny, by myself, super fulfilling, and it could be perfect and be the giant, oh my god, this big hit, or it could be an absolute failure. And it's that part of it that's a little bit exciting. But it's also, I like making things, and I like that journey, and I like that process. I don't want to go back and revisit problems and issues that I've done before. So yeah, I have no desire to do this.